Hello everybody, it's Travis Tarpey. Today what I want to do is show you how to completely disassemble your Kirby Sentria vacuum cleaner. It's fairly easy. Anyone should be able to do it. It takes about 8 different tools, and I'll move over the camera so you can take a look at the tools. These are the tools we're going to need. T15 screwdriver, T20 screwdriver, Phillips flat. You need a 9mm wrench, needle nose pliers, wire pliers, and something to scrape gasket material or pry with. I'll try to explain this the best way possible while I'm doing it. Okay. First step is going to be to remove the bag. Then our next step is going to be to remove the front head. Next thing we want to do is remove the cord. This is a T20 screw right here. These two are T15s. We're going to take our flathead screwdriver, pop the little cover off, remove the cord, push the button on the back, take the handle off. Our next step is going to be to remove this cover. It's a T20 screw. And we're going to take a flathead screwdriver and stick directly in here. Come right off. Spin the machine around. There are 2 screws up in the headlight trim. They're T15s. You may not be able to see everything I'm doing, but watch the video a couple times and you should be able to figure out how to do it. Take a flathead screwdriver, kind of pry this out of the way. Disconnect this. Remove the headlight cover. Our next step is going to be to remove the main cover. Those are T20 screws. There's going to be 4 of them that hold it in place. The 2 that are going in the front will have a little bevel on them, so pay attention when you put it back together because the 2 in the back do not have bevels. Make sure you can still see from the camera. Yeah. Okay, so the main cap's off. You can take the plastic pieces off. At this point, once we get it all disassembled, you can see this is fairly easy to polish. Just use some Mothers or some Flitz polish. We want to remove the headlight cap assembly, T20 screws. They're beveled as well, so pay attention when you put it back together. I'll post a video whenever I reassemble it. The next step we want to do is take this entire front cover off. There are 5 screws that hold it on. They're all T20. these screws that hold this assembly on are different. Well, there are 3 different styles of screws that hold the front assembly on. These 2 that come out of the top are going to be a little bit longer. The one that goes in the center right here has a bevel in it, and the 2 on the bottom are a little bit shorter. So just remember that when you reassemble it, the short ones, the bevel, and the 2 longer ones. Just take a screwdriver and okay, so the entire front case comes off. Next step, I'm going to remove the fan. This is where we're going to need a 9mm wrench and a pair of wire pliers. This is a little bit difficult if you've never done it. You take your 9mm and run it down through here, and the shaft is slotted. And we're going to kind of spin the shaft while we're doing this. And eventually my wrench gets on the shaft is locked up. This is left-handed thread, so we're going to turn it to the right to loosen it. This piece comes off, and there's going to be a flat metal washer, and the fan is going to come off. Directly behind the fan, there's going to be a small nylon washer. Just remember when you put it back together that this piece goes on like so, then the nylon washer, then the fan. So I'm just going to lay that there. Take my 9mm wrench out of the way. Next thing I'm going to do is remove the handle assembly. 2 T20 screws holding it on. There's going to be a couple of wires. This is where our needle nose pliers are going to come into play at. There are 2 wires, one here and one down in here. There we go. Next step is going to be to remove the tech drive. There are 3 T20 screws that hold it on. Take this wire loose. Some of the older models may not have this wire. Some do, some don't. And drop this tech drive out. I think you have to shift it over to drive to actually get it to fall. And then we're going to kind of let the belt go with it. Okay, so the tech drive's out. Next step is going to be to remove this motor vent. And I believe our last step is going to be to remove the motor itself. There are 4 T20 screws holding it in place. 2 in the bottom and 2 on the other side. I realize there's other ways to disassemble this motor, however, this is the method I use, and it works fairly well for me in the event that I ever need to disassemble one. I have those 4 screws out, and the motor is removed. We are down to complete disassembly. I hope that helps everyone out. And if you need any help, feel free to email me, and I'll get the reassembly video posted as well. Thank you.